Welcome back to my channel for another video. Today, I'm going to show you how to make these peanut butter brownie bars. You heard me right, guys. Today, we're going to make peanut butter brownie bars. So be sure to check the description box down below for what you will need for this recipe. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, first let me say you can just follow the instructions on the back of your brownie box. However, I want it to be a little extra, so I subbed the vegetable oil for butter, and instead of just plain water, I added a little bit of coffee to it. And then once I added the coffee to it, instead of just water, plain water, I added a little instant coffee, and then I added the egg to the mix, like you see me doing right here. And again, I just subbed a few things based on what my brownie box said. And this is the brownie mix that I use. Mine does have nuts in it. I love nuts in my brownie. If you don't like nuts, you know what to do. Get you a plain mix, but I like nuts, so there you go. So here I'm adding the brownie mix to it, and then because again I'm extra, I add a little bit of vanilla extract. Don't worry, guys, I did list it down below what I did. If you don't want to be extra, or you don't want to do all that those extra things, keep it simple. Follow the directions on the back of your box. Now this part you do not want to forget. You want to make sure that you're stirring the sides, that you're mixing up the bottom, because you don't want that bare brownie mix. You want to make sure everything is thoroughly combined as usual. And this is how it looks once you are done mixing everything up. We're going to set that to the side and prep our 8-inch pan. I used the pan spray. As you can see, I did it off camera, so I was showing you exactly what I did. So I sprayed down my pan with the pan mix. However, as you can see underneath that brownie mix, that's parchment paper. So first, before you spray the pan with the pan, then you lay down your parchment paper. Once you lay down your parchment paper, you spray the pan again with the pan, and then you're going to add your brownie mix. And then once you add your brownie mix, you're going to go ahead and make sure that you even it out on every corner. I did bang it on the counter just to make sure I got the bubbles out, and that's how it looks once it finished baking. You do go ahead and set your brownie in the refrigerator to cool for a little bit, at least an hour, guys, 30 minutes to an hour, because you don't want a hot brownie. Or you can leave it out on your counter for 30 minutes to an hour, just so it can get, you know, not so hot, because you don't want these things to melt. As you can see, I already added the room temperature butter along with my peanut butter, and I mixed everything up like this until it was nice and creamy. Then after that, I went ahead and added my powdered sugar, guys. So yes, you're adding your powdered sugar to the mix. Let me reiterate again that your brownie should be chilled or not hot. It doesn't need to be hot before we start doing all of these other steps. We're gonna take it step by step and make sure that it's chilled. Also, make sure your peanut butter is creamed. Make sure it's creamy peanut butter, but again, everything will be listed down in the description box. So I stirred to make sure that everything was thoroughly combined, and this is how my peanut butter looked once I was done incorporating all of the ingredients, and it will be listed in the description box. This is my chilled brownie that I did have in the refrigerator for at least an hour. I'm adding the peanut butter to the party, guys. You're gonna spread this peanut butter with a knife. I did get rid of most of my footage. I tried with a spoon, I tried with a spatula, that didn't work. Go ahead and use your butter knife like you see me doing here. So much more simpler and easier. I want to say here, while you're watching me do this, after I add the peanut topping, which will be coming later on, after I do that, make sure that you're chilling your stuff in between each process. So after I added these nuts, I set this in the refrigerator for about another 30 minutes to an hour, guys. Yes, because I want that particular layer to set. So this is how it looked before I put it in the refrigerator. Now, after it finished chilling for a little bit, I went ahead and worked on my melted chocolate. As you can see, I used the same brand for the chocolate that I did for my brownie mix. So now that I've got the chocolate melted, follow the instructions on the back of your melted chocolate wafers. You're gonna go ahead and add in your Rice Krispies cereals like you see me doing right here. Again, this has chilled. So now that it's chilled, I can go ahead and add in the crunch topping, which is the chocolate topping with the Rice Krispie treats. Again, all of this will be detailed down in the description box down below, so don't worry about it. So now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and spread out the Rice Krispie treats onto all of the peanut butter, on top of all the peanut butter. You can see, because I chilled it, you can see that peanut butter isn't melting, isn't moving rather. Now we're going to go ahead and add some sea salt to the top of this the Rice Krispie texture layer, because guys, it needed a little salt to balance everything out. There, all I did was add some peanut butter. I melted some peanut butter and drizzled it on top. And I did go ahead later on, I did it off camera, I'm so sorry, but I did go ahead and add the caramel pack that came with this. I added that to the top at the end, and that's why they look exactly like this, because I added caramel to the top as well. So I hope this recipe was pretty easy, guys. It will be listed down in the description box how I followed this recipe, so don't worry. So as you can see, we are at the end of the video. Please be sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below, guys, to be notified. And until the next one, bye.